They ventured deep into the sea to charge their ship with lightning, braving countless dangers akin to playing One Piece. They finally reached the deep sea, only to find a mysterious break in the current at its center, as if in a sci-fi movie. The undersea metal structures clearly aren't natural. It makes one wonder how advanced alien architecture is. This metal structure stretched for thousands of miles, seemingly splitting the sea in half. Mom speculated it might be related to the occasional lightning. What an enigmatic time's pressing as lightning nears, but the underwater metal structure is gone. Awful timing. Their goal was to put the metal structure on a rock. What a peculiar combination. Are they planning to create an art installation? As lightning neared, time was tight. Mom made the kite to harness its energy, with 16 billion volts acting like a game. The kite string would channel the electricity to the spaceship, and if luck favored them, the spaceship might safely conduct like Faraday's experiments. While the bearded guy and Penny struggled to clean the seaweed working, they didn't expect an accident. The planet's seaweed was unfriendly. The lurking seaweed suddenly grabbed the bearded guy's thigh, its poison invading quickly like hot peppers, leaving him instantaneously powerless. Penny and the bearded guy unfortunately fell into the turbulent waters, and Mom jumped in like a superhero to save them. Unfortunately, Penny got swept away by the current, and Mom, frantic, dove after her. The two struggled in vain but were swept into a deep pit. Thankfully, their spacesuits provided decent protection, but a new problem loomed. Can they solve how to climb the 100-meter cliff before it's too late? Mom walked up to examine the mysterious structures around them. It was like a mission impossible, with these lights seemingly guiding the way. She inadvertently spotted mysterious symbols on the metal floor, sensing similarity to the mechanical monster's text. Dad moved the battle car down with the towing line, and as long as they could hide inside before the lightning hit, it was like a ticking time bomb. Unfortunately, the towing line wasn't long enough, and the battle car couldn't reach. How embarrassing. In this tense moment, the lightning squad arrived, hastily tying discarded railings into a ladder like a rescue. With their improvised ladder, they entered the car. Mom suddenly found lightning was extremely near, like in a movie climax. They didn't expect the battle car's door to close so slowly. Lightning struck, turning the world into a sea of light and restoring the ship's power. Dad hurriedly started the spaceship, and lightning struck the tow car like it was a party going on. The area was electrifying, and one could almost smell the burnt metal. The spaceship and the battle car shot into the sky unexpectedly. Dad quickly pried open the tank. Luckily, Mom and others were safe, just shaken. As everyone prepared to retreat, Will heard a faint noise from the nearby machine monster spaceship core. He walked over to inspect but failed to notice the strange armor appear behind him. Fortunately, it was just a half-dead monster's remains. Subtitles. Dad swiftly locked the robotic arm into a metal box, and upon seeing the core on the ground, Mom appeared to be lost in deep thought, saying, "If this monster can't locate us, I'll be the one to find it." Soon after, others in space witnessed a shocking sight on this planet, as if they were watching a blockbuster movie. Mysterious structures built by the machine monsters stretched for thousands of miles, almost turning the entire planet into a jigsaw puzzle. The power of this technology was staggering, and at that moment, the spaceship suddenly sent out a search signal, unlocking the exact location of the space station. However, they failed to realize they had to release her out of necessity, and she took the chance to retrieve the toxic seaweed from the trash and hide it. They were completely unaware. Just 7 months ago, their spaceship had entered a black hole, and it was all a blur. From the perspective of the Tsuchiyama space station, 2 machine monsters appeared from the direction of the sun, fiercely attacking each other. It was enough to make anyone's palms sweat. 7 months later, humans adrift in space arrived here via signals, eagerly entered the station, and found. The space station was silent as if cursed, no one in sight, like a peeled potato. They searched their way to the cafeteria, discovering rotting food and scattered chairs. It felt like they were shooting a horror film. Dad realized humans before had clearly fled in haste, like racing for a train. Mom learned through the space station's broadcast that the last message came from 7 months ago, the very day they were sucked into the black hole. Will and others were returning to the ship where many deck areas suddenly closed automatically. Everyone got separated as a result, and simultaneously, Mom told the kids to look for other paths. It turned into a family reunion. Actually, it was all the female doctor's plot. She ignited a flame, set off the alarm, and reached the control room. On her way back, Judy stumbled upon a little girl, and learned through questioning that. Now, the entire Tsuchiyama station only had her left. 7 months ago, the spaceship was attacked by two machine monsters. One monster took the space station engine and left, while the other humans evacuated to survive, causing the girl to get separated from her mother. Meanwhile, in their spaceship, a box with a stolen scarecrow's arm kept banging. The bearded man opened it curiously. He saw the scarecrow's arm twitching with excitement, like a custom-made snake trying to burst out. The bearded guy quickly shut it, hurrying to inform the others at the space station what they were up to. Honestly, he wasn't really sure himself. This is what happened when I went upstairs. It was my first encounter with the machine monster, which was attempting to merge with itself. Wait, hold on. What if this was related to Sarah? Could it be that she was here? Dad pulled out all the stops to gather everyone. While the little girl and Judy wandered around the hidden gallery, they were suddenly startled by a sound beneath their feet.